Come on, Patreon today.
Here, an idiot.
It's Zeeverfett.
Welcome to a late night Mandalorian review. I've got my co-host, Matt from Mad Matt Vids, and we're gonna review the latest Mandalorian episode,
Which is
I call it the side quest.
the side quest. Yeah,
Because that's all it was essentially. But yeah, so we just got done watching it, and we're gonna give you our thoughts on this episode. Number one, it's got some I guess cameos in it. You got Jack Black and Christopher Lloyd, and those are the only two. That's it. That's kind of it. But anyway, I mean, the episode overall, it was entertaining. But it was just a side quest. It was a filler episode.
yeah.
It was a in order to speak to the Mandalorian guys, you must go on this quest and go deal with some battle droids or whatever. Yeah, you had Jack Black and then his lady friend there, or whatever.
Man,
I did see a lot of things where
that's some powerful tech that they got that locked onto the ship and they can't control it. It reminded me of Spaceballs when they
yeah, it did.
Like what? Like, I've never seen that before.
That part didn't jar me. That was like
only,
okay,
I mean, like we've seen that before, but only when it's like super close. It's never been like that far or something.
Yeah. It's like I'm gonna take control, but also we're gonna go for a ride. And the place, like when it first when they first kind of showed up and docked and all that, and there was a droid and an astromech waiting for him and everything. The whole, it just reminded me of Epcot Center.
Yeah,
it was just a big Epcot
the same
planet.
thing. It looks like
and then
Epcot.
They got into the capsule, which is just like the above ground train they have over at Epcot. Yeah. And I was like, okay, so they visited Florida.
Yeah, it looked the same.
It looked like that. I was like, okay, we get it. I don't care. But I guess it was just like, hey, maybe they're gonna do something at Epcot. They're gonna integrate Star Wars into it, and just I don't know.
That's what I was thinking of the whole time.
Yeah, they're just like, how can we market it and get people to our park still? But yeah, it was okay. And then you saw Jack Black and his lady, milady. I don't know her name is in the story. I don't care because it really was of no consequence. But anyway, so you have them. They look funny. I'm sorry, with his beard, I know he grows it out outside of doing movies and whatever. He just has this big, goofy, great, salt and pepper beard. But dressed the way he was, and his beard and his hair coiffed the way he looked like he came straight out of Wizard of Oz. He looked like one of the Munchkins, and yeah, he gave the side quest to Bo and Din Djarin. But anyway, let's get into it. What did you think of the episode? What did you like about it?
What did I like about it? It was cool seeing battle droids. It was cool seeing like
super battle droids back in action.
Battle droids. The bar was kind of neat. I just that was kind of it. Everything else was kind of meh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because there was nothing really profound in this episode that really stood out.
The thing that cracked me up the most was the freaking morgues, the battle droid morgue, the super battle droid. I was like, what?
Yeah. They don't go into the scrap heap. They actually, they
they took out like blood, like oil or something, and then they put it in the spinning thing. I'm like, what? When have we ever done that?
Look, they're like, these things I think are written by people who don't really know Star Wars, and they're adding their own flair to it.
And like, he got lucky hitting the wrong droid. What? Like, dude, there's so many what's
well, he
going
kicked
on
like
here.
3 of them.
Yeah, I know, but like, it would have been cooler because it reminded me.
I think that they
iRobot.
the point of it was that they all had potential, right?
Yeah.
And they all had potential. It wasn't one that he was looking for. He was just trying like, well, how much? Because
Well,
he
the
kept
line
pushing.
he gave afterwards made it sound like, well, I found him, didn't I?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry, but it was again, dude. It's like this thing is written for like children,
iRobot did it
young
better.
children. Because I mean, Christopher
iRobot.
Lloyd had a button. He's like, I got this big red button here. Don't touch it. I got the big red button, and then
Yeah.
the big red button came back into play at the end, and I was like,
It
okay,
didn't play at all. Like nothing happened.
yeah. And I was like, what are we doing
it was
here?
a big waste.
And then when he got captured and they took him back to Jack Black and the lady and he was like, oh, you know, you served my family for years and this, that, and whatever. Like, I'll try to make it up to you. I was like, well, what are we doing here? This is dumb. This is
yeah,
really
that
dumb.
and the knighting of Grogu. Grogu
The
didn't
Grogu being knighted. Okay, I'm sorry. Grogu flipping over to the lady was stupid.
Yeah,
that was just dumb, and it looked odd. It looked weird. And then he was helping her, like, you know, play a game or something, and they were cheating, basically.
Yeah.
It was like,
well,
dude, I'm sorry, but Grogu is like, he's lost his charm. I'm done. There's no point to this character. He's just kind of there just to keep the people who like him to keep watching the show.
But the focus isn't even on them anymore. The focus is getting so far away.
It's on Bo-Katan. It's on her journey. This is what it's about. It's the Mandalorian.
Off of the sword? What? Are you kidding me, dude?
The transferring of the sword was like it was a full display of mental gymnastics, and you could see the other Mandalorians were like,
"What the hell are they talking about?"
Yeah, sure, that makes good. Yeah, I guess give her the sword.
It made no sense.
It was like the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know, it was just dumb.
It's like so the whole time I just wait for whoever has the darksaber to get like captured, and if I rescue them, I get it. Like what? That's so stupid.
Well, even before that, before he handed over the darksaber, because now that was the coolest thing about him. He's in the posters. He's got the darksaber and Grogu, and you know, so now he doesn't have that. They're just minimizing him.
The coolest thing that we saw him with the Darksaber was Boba Fett. And it's like, what was the point of training in season 2 with the Darksaber?
Oh my God, when he cut open that interrogation droid, because it was an interrogation droid, they just painted it white.
Yeah.
When he sliced through it, it was like,
yeah.
I was like, why did we need the sound? Why did we need the Mandalorian sound?
To remind you that it's Din Djarin. That's how you know it's him.
It's getting laughable. And it used to be one of the best shows that Disney had brought. Now I keep going back to Andor because at least it has a better story.
Season 3 is just such lazy writing, dude. I'm not.
Yeah, and then also the challenge from the Wolf and Bo-Katan, that was really stupid. It was like, yield. Will you yield? It's time for you to yield. And I was like, dude, just kill him. Just kill him. I know it's vanilla Star Wars, Disney, whatever, but I was like, dude, you lost me. This is such a not epic. Oh, and when they were chasing the battle droid, like Bo-Katan used her jetpack to jump over a piece of shit. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? She was kind of
the whole time I was like, dude, just jetpack to him. He's not going to escape.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many other things that they could have done. They were just like, no, this is what we trained for.
We need to get Mando running through a window.
Yeah. Like, him jumping through the window, that was like the most exciting thing of the episode. I was like, oh, he got him. And what would have been funny is if he hit the battle droid, the battle droid just so rock solid, he just bounced off of him or something.
Not as cool as Anakin jumping the droid.
Yeah.
That was badass, okay.
But, I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean, like you said, the episode was just, it was back to meh. It was meh. It didn't really have anything in it that like really got me excited.
Battle droids were cool. The Ugnaughts were cool.
The Ugnaughts, I like that. It was a good callback to his little buddy from the first season.
But it's like do all Ugnaughts know Quill?
Yeah, I know. I found out about that. Like Quill?
Like,
you mean
like did the ones on Cloud City know who the hell he is?
His reputation precedes him.
Yeah, like geez. If we go to Cloud City and say Quill, are they gonna like automatically know what we're talking
about? I know exactly. No, but the Ugnaught that found the Luke's hand, he's here.
He's a celebrity amongst the unknown.
Celebrity, yeah. I've spoken. But yeah, no. So I don't know. There's not much more we can say about the episode. It was okay at best, but not great.
It's like, dude, we got 2 episodes left, and the whole story of the Darksaber is just so stupid. If you look at it from a whole,
it's really lame.
The whole thing, it's so dumb.
It should be the Darksaber should be treated better.
It's like how long did it take Mando to come up with that excuse? How long did it take him to come up with that excuse? So it's like, okay, I'll finally hand it off to you. Like,
yeah, I mean, well, the thing is that who's ever taken over Mandalorian season 3, as far as whoever's on the writing team, they're not your number one picks. They're not your first round draft. Yeah, they're just teens that are coming in saying, hey, I have a voice and I want to say something.
But season 3 had such massive potential, man. It's not at all what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be
I mean, in retaking Mandalore, I think that itself is going to also be very underwhelming. It's going to have those creatures or whatever that you saw from when
the
Bo-Katan
and going to come out, and we're going to have
and they're just going to fight these things, and then they'll see the Mythosaur, and then Bo-Katan will.
You're going to see Grogu on the flying bird. Like, it's going to be weird.
Yeah. So I don't have high hopes for episodes 5 and 6, 6 and 7. I lost count. I could care less anymore. It's just like it's not.
Oh God! And the whole premise of like, oh, these people can't live without the droids. I'm like, what?
That reminded me of Wall-E. Like they're getting fat. They're not doing anything. They're nothing because they don't earn anything. They just they're overprivileged people. So I get it. But that's what you run into when you get into those types of societies. But yeah, no. Any final thoughts? I guess, man, because there wasn't really too much to talk about.
Dude, the delay season 4 to 2026, man.
Well, as everyone has pretty much figured out, Din Djarin, the character, and I'll even say, Pedro Pascal are probably finished after this season. They'll probably pop up in other episodes, here, there, or whatever, as far as like his character and maybe some ADR work. But as far as the actor's concerned,
because
I think he's done.
There's no growth with Din Djarin this season. There's nothing. He's been a stagnant character. You can tell that
he's just kind of there.
And
they even when they were talking about him, in the field, making, like, I don't want to say making light of him, making fun of him or whatever, because he had the dark side. Like, this dude, look at him. He's just standing there like I don't know. It was weird. They just kind of him, Grogu, and Bo-Katan just kind of came walking out of the forest or something because there was nothing behind him.
Yeah.
It was just, I don't know, man. It seems like this season has been made sort of like fan films. That's kind of what it's been reduced to. It's fan films. And this one was done by Ron Howard's daughter. So, I mean, she's done episodes before.
The biggest arc has been for Bo. That is it.
No. That's their focus for this season is Bo-Katan.
Yeah,
that's
she should be on the damn poster, not him.
She will be on the poster once Pedro Pascal has officially left the show.
Like the full
and it will be this. It'll still be called The Mandalorian.
To be like, guys, the main character for this season is Bo-Katan. I just want to put that out there. It's not Din, so don't focus on Din or Grogu.
Yeah,
like, come on, dude. What was the point of getting Grogu if Din's not even coming back? It's just a waste of time.
It was a complete waste of time to even consider Grogu coming back if you didn't have a story for him. He's just kind of there. He's just baggage.
Nothing has happened. None of those characters have progressed since season 2, and it's like, what the hell? Nothing makes sense now when you see the bigger picture of everything. It just, even they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. So I think that's where we're going to end it today because we really don't have that much to say about it. It wasn't a great episode.
It was not.
I mean, it looked nice. Again, it was cool to see Din Djarin and Bo-Katan visiting Epcot Center in Florida. So it was just a lot of this is a good line. This is a good line. This should have been at the end of The Mandalorian.
That's not how the Force works.
Because it's not. It's not. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, all the and TikTok, and check out our other reviews for the other Mandalorian episodes for this season. We just released a Blue Beetle trailer reaction.
Review.
Yeah. Join our Patreon. Check out the Teespring and TeePublic store. And yeah, man, we'll see you guys next time.
Zeeverfett signing out.
Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what you saw, check out our other videos and subscribe for more. Be sure to leave your comments and suggestions down below. Don't forget to check out our TeePublic and Teespring store. And a thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Your support is much appreciated. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. This is Zeeverfett signing off.